Is USDT the biggest bubble in the current cycle? Why does it remain standing for so many years? Hello everyone, my name is Brian Yang. We are specializing in selling mining machines. I am happy to talk to you today, but investment is risky and the market is uncertain. The content of this video only represents my advice and cannot be used as investment advice. What does USDT, the biggest bubble in the currency cycle, remain standing all year round? Why does it still have the highest market value despite having a lot of bad reviews online? Hello everyone, my name is Brian Yang. In this video, we are going to study USDT. Maybe you are not interested, but I believe these are what you must know. Next, let's start talking about USDT. Tether currency code is USDT, which is currently the world's largest stable currency. So, what is a stablecoin? It is the anchor currency in cryptocurrency. Obviously, the anchor unit of Tether is the official claim that it will use equivalent US dollars as a guarantee for insurance, and a price service that 1 USDT can be exchanged for 1 US dollar. So, what's the purpose of doing this? Before the emergence of the stable coins, all currency pairs would be affected by bilateral exchange rates when trading. The price of Ripple back then was based on Bitcoin as the anchor unit, and the largest market at that time was Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin itself will also fluctuate and is not suitable as an anchor currency, so stablecoins appeared. At the same time, it also solves the problem of bilateral exchange rates. As long as it is converted into a stable currency, it will not be affected by the rise and fall of the market. This is a very large, rigid demand in the hedging market. When you use fiat currency to purchase official USDT, your fiat currency will be automatically converted into US dollars and deposited into the office bank account. The number of US dollars stored in this account represents how much USDT is following in the market, which is a 1-to-1 reserve. On the contrary, when the user converts USDT into US dollars, the official will simultaneously destroy the USDT. In order to improve transparency, the latest US dollar reserves can be found on the official website of USDT. It is preciously because of the US dollars as a guarantee that most exchanges will support USDT currency exchanges as a medium for buying and selling. Brooke Pierce, the founder of Tether, entered the currency circle as early as 2009 and started mining. Later, Bitcoin skyrocketed and he quickly accumulated a lot of wealth. By 2013, Brooke Pierce founded Blockchain Capital. The venture capital firm was also one of the biggest investors in Ethereum at the time. Brooke Pierce also served as a director of Bitcoin Foundation and was an early investor in Coinbase, the largest exchange in the United States. When you hear this person, you will see that he is very awesome. He is an old figure in the currency cycle. Finally, in early 2014, Tether was founded by Brooke Pierce. This company is also the issuance company of Tether. USDT and block peers did the most famous thing through its block platform. Brook launched the ICO myth of USDT in 2018, which currently exceeds the $4 billion US dollar. It is still the largest fundraising project in the history of the currency circle. His personal net worth alone is estimated with a total of $1 billion US dollars. He was even named by Forbes magazine as the top 20 richest people in the encryption industry in 2018. iFelix was established in Hong Kong in 2012 and later become Bitfelix and Tether. Interesting, these three companies are all registered in Hong Kong. Bitfelix was the world's largest exchange by market capitalization in December of the same year. This is later replaced by Binance, but it is still one of the top 10 exchanges in the world. So why do we mention Bitfelix today? Because the top management of Tether and Bitfelix completely overlap from the CEO, CFO, CSO to CCO, and even the consultants are the same. Doesn't this make people suspicious? Is this group printing money with one hand and manipulating the market with the other hand? Of course, there is a reason why he has this doubt. On October 8, 2019, multiple investors filed a lawsuit against Tether, the issue of USDT. They issued this collateralized and unstored US dollar tokens, creating the illusion of historical prosperity, and denounced that this would lead to the largest bubble in human history, and the one-to-one reserve fund that has always been questioned by the outside world. Did he reserve according to regulations? In a court hearing on May 1st, 2019, Tether's general counsel personally admitted that only 47% of Tether's assets were actually supporting the insurance. This confirms the previous inspection report filed by the New York Attorney General on April 26, which accused Bitfelix fiat currency exchange company Crypto Capital of losing up to $850 million and borrowing more than $600 million from Tether. However, this matter was never disclosed to investors. It was also mentioned in the report that this plan was jointly completed by the two companies. In other words, Bitfelix and Tether mix reserves and customer funds. Their collaboration allows them to manipulate the entire cryptocurrency market with unprecedented benefits. So how did this whole thing happen? Let's put it into practice. This investigation first occurred in May 2017. The U.S. Department of Justice and the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission began to study who was illegally manipulating the price of Bitcoin. In December, they subpoenaed Tether and Bitfelix. On November 30, 2018, Bloomberg reported that federal prosecutors alleged that Tether and Bitfelix had related interests in the network for allegedly manipulating the price of Bitcoin. April 24, 2019, the $850 million incident was exposed. The New York Attorney General's office formally sued Tether and Felix, the parent company, and the Bitfelix, saying that Bitfelix has been misappropriating funds from client companies and then issuing USDT through its Tether to make up for the losses. In an attempt to cover up a deficit of $850 million. The $850 million was frozen by the Ministry of Justice, which caused our funds to be unable to circulate. But what's weird is that 2 months before the incident, on February 26, Tether secretly modified the original insurance rules, changed from 100% US dollars reserves to corresponding asset reserves, no longer one-to-one. The occurring relationship which has also caused a lot of doubts. Indicates that USDT has officially decoupled from the US dollar on the same day that the incident broke out, starting at 11 p.m. on April 24, 2016, in just 12 hours. Tether evaporated in the three major supply factories of OMI, Ethereum, and Tron, 420 million US dollars on November 4 of the same year. The Wall Street Journal pointed out that two professors from the Department of Finance and Economics at the University of Texas joins analyzed the historical transaction records of Bitcoin and Tether from 2017 to 2018 and found that in 201, almost all of Bitcoin's 7 years price rise came from the operation of a large player. However, the anonymity on the blockchain prevented them from knowing who this was, so they gave him a research code name of 1LSG. After big data tracking, they were eventually directed to a large account on the Bilateral exchange. In the end, they came to the conclusion that USDT can be printed at will, and artificial demand can be created artificially to push up the price of Bitcoin. In other words, it is the same as the central bank printing money to stimulate the economy. We mentioned earlier that the senior teams of Tether and Bitfinex completely overlap, but they actually control their lives with rock peers. Not only that, the founders of Bitfinex, Reserve Bank, Noble Bank, and others are also broke peers, which means that the money printing plant, the exchange, and the bank are all in the same net of interests. So by the truth has emerged. So why is USDT so banned, but people in the currency circle are still using it? The first reason is because a newbie who wants to learn how to buy cryptocurrencies can only search on YouTube. Then if you research on YouTube, you will find out all YouTubers are teaching how to use USDT when purchasing. Then it will naturally be used together. So when you first enter the currency circle, there is a very high chance that you will come into contact with USDT first. Then you may ask why every YouTuber teaches viewers to buy USDT first instead of teaching everyone to buy USDC or USD. When YouTubers first came in, they must have taught themselves, and most of what they learned was also bought in USDT. So they passed it on indefinitely, and there was really no problem in using it. So they naturally taught others to use the same method. The second reason is the exchange. You can open any exchange and open its trading team system. The first one, what you definitely see is the content of USDT. That is not surprising at all. Almost all of it is like this. Even if Binance has its own local currency, BUSD, you will first see USDT and any currency trading team. So it is obviously that even though it has a lot of negative news, because we want to speculate in currency and invest, you have to accept the fact that almost all exchanges use USDT. As a main trading team, I believe that after reading this in this video, you will have a more comprehensive understanding of USDT.